Welcome back to new session. This is continuation of integration management knowledge area. In this session, we will study direct and manage project work process. This is very important process as this is where you create all your deliverables with the help of your project team. Learning objective of this session are we'll start with the quick review to understand the purpose of this process. We'll talk about the process definition. What are the various direct and manage activities project manager will perform? Input, tool, techniques, output. We'll understand the change request and approved change request. What is work performance data? And we will do a quick review at the end. A quick look at 7 processes from integration management knowledge area. Develop project charter, develop project management plan, direct and manage project work. This is where deliverables get created, the current process that we are going to learn. Manage knowledge, monitor and control project work, perform integrated change control, and finally close project or phase. Project manager focuses on delivering the project result to achieve project objective. Remember, project manager is bound by agreed project objectives in the project management plan. So he must spend only necessary efforts and time and resources to create this deliverable. Nothing less, nothing more. What are the key activities involved in direct and managed project work? Creating project deliverable. Deliverables can be documents, prototype, software build, or tested application. Obtain, manage, and use resources. You get your resources from other functional manager through HR or maybe through a contracted vendor. Provide staff training, mentoring them, building the team. Establish and manage project communication. This is where you communicate with internal and external stakeholders. You build stakeholder engagement. Manage seller and suppliers. And collect project data, which is work performance data, which can be cost, schedule, progress, quality related information. Further activities includes managing risk. So this is where project manager will proactively manage risk, manage stakeholder engagement, document lesson learned, issue change request, implement approved changes, implement standards. For example, in software, project manager will ensure appropriate software standards, coding standards are implemented. In a construction project, project manager with the help of his quality assurance team, he will ensure required quality standards, construction standards are implemented. Let's take a look at process definition. Direct and managed project work is a process of leading and performing the project work as defined in the project management plan to achieve project's objective. It helps project manager in overall management of project work and deliverable. It improves probability of a project success. Let's take a look at inputs, tools, techniques, and outputs. Let's start with the input. Inputs are project management plan, project documents, approved change request, enterprise environmental factor, and organizational process assets. Project management plan. This should be obvious because now we have planned the work, so it's time to work the plan. Any component of project management plan can be input. For example, component plan can be quality management plan, resource management plan, communication plan. Quality management plan contains information on how to manage quality by performing data analysis. Resource management plan will guide project manager on how to obtain, manage and use resources. Communication plan will help project manager to establish and manage project communication. And this applies to all components of project management plan. As the definition says, during direct and manage project work, project manager will simply follow what has been approved inside project management plan. Next input is project document. There are several project documents which will help project manager to direct and manage project work. These documents are change log, lesson learned register, milestone list, project communications, project schedule, requirement traceability matrix, risk register, risk report, etc. Let's look at them one by one. Change log. It contains the status of all change requests, those that have been approved and will be implemented by project team during this process. Lesson learned register. It equips project manager with the lesson learned information which will result in avoiding repeat mistake. So during direct and manage project work, you might have done certain activity in certain way and you want rest of similar activities to follow a same process or procedure. It also helps project manager to identify where to set rules or guidelines. Project communication, especially performance reports for the previous work cycle or iterations, the status of deliverable and any other information that describes the status of project. Requirement traceability matrix. During this process, team is working on deliverable. If there are any issues involved with this, with their completion, the requirement traceability matrix will help in tracing the underlying requirements connected to those deliverables. Milestone list. It contains the list of scheduled dates for a specific milestone, which will be used for reporting our management communications. Project schedule shows the list of work activities, their duration, resource assignment, and their planned start and end dates. This will be used for communication. This will be communicated to project team for execution of the activities. Risk register provide information about threats and opportunities that may impact project execution. Risk report gets generated periodically and contains information about source of overall project risk, summary information about each risk. Approved change request is another input to direct and manage project work. Approved change request is output of perform integrated change control process. It includes requests which are reviewed and approved by CCB, that's a change control board. We will learn about this process in same integration management knowledge area. These are scheduled and or implemented changes by a project team. Approved CR can be corrective action, that is correcting a defect that has been detected while the work is being done. For example, you are developing a software and you found logical error while coding. It can be preventive action. It's correcting a defect that may occur in the future if the work continues on present course. For example, you are developing a software and you foresee current architecture will not sustain if User grows after first year of operations. Defect repair. Correcting a defect that has been detected after the work has been done. For example, again, in software development, build is completed by development team and given to testing team. And testing team finds the defect which need to be fixed. Let's look how this process works. When change request is raised, it will be input to perform integrated change control process for analysis, review and approval. After approval, approved change request, which is output, will act as an input to direct and manage project work process. During this process, project manager will ensure implementation of change request. This implementation may result in, for example, creating updating deliverables, performing additional testing, or maybe acquiring new resources. Enterprise environmental factor. EF can play important role during direct and managed project work process. Important EF are organizational culture, structure, management practices and sustainability practices, infrastructure, for example, existing facilities that team will be using, maybe equipment available, maybe used by a project, stakeholder risk threshold, etc. Organizational process assets that can influence direct and manage project work are organization processes, policies, procedures, issue and defect management databases, performance measurement databases, change control or risk control procedures, performing project information from the past project, for example, scope, cost, schedule related details. All this OPA can help project manager to successfully direct and manage project work. Tools and techniques are expert judgment, project management information system, and meetings. Expert judgment. Sometimes these are referred as subject matter experts because their expertise extends to a specific subject matter which affects your project. Expertise should be considered from individuals or group with specialized knowledge or training in following areas: technical knowledge related to your industry and specially to your project, cost and budget management, legal, procurement, legislation and regulations, for example, understanding of government regulations for construction, organizational governance. Expert will be involved in activities like review approved change requests for updating deliverable, discuss completed deliverable, discuss work performance data which may lead to raising certain change requests, etc. Project Management Information System. It is enterprise environmental factor. PMIS provide access to software tools like scheduling tool, which helps you to create and maintain project schedule, for example, Microsoft Project, Oracle Primavera, work authorization system. Work authorization system ensure work is only started when formal authorization is given to team members. Configuration management system. We will talk about this in perform integrated change control process. Information collection and distribution system. The project management team will receive a lot of work performance data generated by those doing the project work or project activities. Because as you know, this is where deliverables are getting created. System can automatically gather information and report on key performance indicator. For example, project management information system can tell you about resource utilization, resource histogram, cost performance information, schedule performance information, and so on. Meetings help project manager to discuss and address specific topics when directing and managing project work. Meeting types are technical meeting, sprint or iteration planning meetings in agile projects, Scrum या daily stand-up meetings, steering committee meetings, problem solving meeting, progress update, retrospective meeting again in agile. Please remember that each attendee should have definite role within the project meeting. If a group is expected to attend the meeting, then at least project manager has to ensure one of their representative attends the meeting. Meeting should have well-defined agenda, objectives and time frame. After every meeting, minutes of meeting should be documented and shared. Meetings are most effective when all participants are face-to-face. Remember this from an exam's point of view. There are several outputs for this process. They are deliverables, which is the key output, work performance data, issue log, change request, project management plan updates, project document updates, and finally, organizational process asset updates. Let's look at each in detail. The most important output of direct and manage project work process is deliverable. What is deliverable? Deliverable is any unique or verifiable product, result, or capability. Typically, they are outcome of a process or a project phase or a complete project itself. When you say complete project, it will be final deliverable. For example, software application या constructed building. Example, in software development project, software build is outcome of a development phase of a project. Change control will be applied once the first version of deliverable is completed. This is supported through configuration management tools and associated procedures. Let's see what are the different stages of a deliverable. As you know, deliverables are output of direct and manage project work process. These deliverables are passed on to quality control process to check the quality. After checking the quality, these deliverables are certified as verified deliverables and ready for business testing or business acceptance. The example of deliverables are, it can be project management plan or any component of PMP, that is subsidiary plans or baselines. Requirements documents, completed product, for example, constructed house, completed software, tested software application. It can be even a signed contract, software or any component of a software. So any of this can be a deliverable of a direct and managed project work process. Next output is work performance data. Work performance data are raw observations and measurement identified during execution of activities as per project plan. Collected work performance data are passed to controlling processes for further analysis. Work performance data is not useful without some context. Work performance data is analyzed and processed into work performance information. Let's understand flow of work performance data. So lots of work performance data is generated while building a deliverable as a part of direct and managed project work process. This work performance data can be referred to activities started, activities finished, status of each activity, cost of these activities or cost of project, cost to date, cost variance, etc. All this data is passed to respective control processes under monitor and control process group. For example, all schedule related work performance data is passed on to control schedule process. All cost related work performance data is passed on to control cost process. And this control process will contextualize this work performance data and convert it into work performance information. The next output of direct and managed project work process is a change request. What is change request? It is a formal proposal to modify any document, deliverable, or baseline. Change request may modify project policies, scope, cost, schedule, or any aspect of quality. Any stakeholder can raise a change request. It can be raised from inside or outside the project. Change request is processed through perform integrated change control process. This process has approved change request as an input and change request as an output. Let's try to understand why CR is output of direct and managed project work process. While working on the deliverables during direct and managed project work process, there may be delay in project work due to resource or emergency leaves. Risk mitigation might have failed, or change in approach to execute certain activities are required. All this will result in raising a change request. Change requests may include corrective action, preventive actions, defect repair, or updates. Let's understand this in detail. Corrective actions is used to realign project work with project management plan. This can be done through rework or by removing items not in scope. For example, add temporary resources to recover from delay. Preventive action. It ensures future performance of project work is aligned with the project management plan. It helps in minimizing project risk. This can be done through strictly adhering to safety, training, or by anticipating problems, effective risk management, etc. For example, add a resource to ensure timely completion of work to avoid future delays. Defect repair. It's modifying a non-conformance of a product to fix the problem. For example, maybe whatever the defects found, you fix those defects. Or if the software build is not that great, you might add additional test cycle to ensure all defects are fixed and tested. And finally, updates are changes to formally controlled documents, plans to reflect modified idea or content. For example, quality management plan may get updated with new testing idea to ensure that future testings are done effectively, efficiently. I hope you understand why change request is output of direct and managed project work process and what kind of change request can be raised. Issue log. Issue log is very important outcome of this process. As you know, as a project manager, you spend a lot of time directing and managing project work with resources. And there are bound to have a lot of issues when work is in progress. And these issues need to be recorded, tracked, and resolved. What is issue log? It's a project document where issues are recorded and tracked. Issue log contains details like issue type, who raised the issue, description of the issue, priority of this issue, to whom these issues are assigned, who is going to resolve the issues, target resolution date, issue status, and issue outcome. Issue log may help project manager in effectively tracking and managing issues. It ensures issues are investigated and resolved within time. Issue log is created first time as output of direct and managed project work process and gets subsequently updated. It is updated as a result of monitoring and controlling activities throughout the project lifecycle. Another output is project management plan update. So as a result of direct and managed project work process, any component of a project management plan get updated. Remember, any changes to PMP should go through organization's change control process. Finally, project document update. So project document may get updated as a result of this process. Let's look at what kind of updates may happen to these documents. Activity list may get updated with additional or modified activities. New assumptions or constraint may be added to assumption log. Any lesson learned that will help improve future performance for a current or future projects are recorded in a lesson learned register. Requirement documents may get updated with a newly identified requirement. Progress on meeting requirement may also get updated. Newly identified and existing risk may get updated in risk register with additional information. Stakeholder register may get updated with additional informations on existing existing stakeholder or a new stakeholder as they get added during the direct and managed project work process. So this is the end of direct and managed project work process. Let's do a quick review. What did we learn in this process? We started understanding the purpose of this process, and we understood what is the definition of direct and managed project work process. We also talked about various activities that are performed by a project manager. We gone through input tool techniques outputs, and we also understood what is change request, what is approved change request, what is work performance data. Well, you are doing great. Keep going. See you in next process, that is manage knowledge.